What's going on, guys? Wanted to hop on here and give my thoughts on some things that are going on with World of Warcraft, that being retail and classic, because I am playing both currently. This is going to be more free flow as far as how I'm laying this out instead of writing a script. I feel like I flow a little better when I just kind of talk. So to start things out, 9.1.5 is pretty close to drop. It seems like they're getting closer and closer to being finished up on the PTR. I think with the Mage Tower being the last thing being added, it looks like they're making some achievement changes, allied races. Some of the allied races are getting new customization. Weather effects are being added in the game. There's going to be a couple class changes. I won't go over those fully here. My thoughts on the Mage Tower, I never got to experience it, so I didn't play in Legion. I didn't play in BFA, so I'll get a chance to try it out. I look forward to that. And with some of the new customization options that come with it and the rewards, I think that's great for the game. There's also some changes to covenants. It looks like you're going to be able to swap freely. There's not going to be a cooldown or a restriction, it seems like, so that's pretty cool. Conduits are being changed. Conduit energy. You're going to be able to freely swap without any restriction. That's pretty cool. So yeah, you'll be able to swap around your covenants, man, if the meta changes or things change, or if you want to try out a different covenant, or you want to try out different conduits. That's exciting, man. That's an exciting change. That's something people have been asking for a while. People have been asking for a while, hey, can we get rid of conduit energy? Can we switch covenants, like things being locked behind renown and stuff? Like, I think overall, Shadowlands' covenant system didn't quite turn out the way they expected. End up being kind of controversial in a way. I myself don't mind it, but I'm kind of with the community on how the borrow power systems are lame and they need to be changed or removed, and locking you to a specific covenant for so long was kind of bad for the game. Hopefully Blizzard will learn from some of these mistakes and we can move on. So yeah, we got the time walking stuff coming up. Mage Tower is going to be huge. That's a lot of what's coming in this next patch. It's not going to be a lot of content as far as like new stuff, but there's a lot of changes to existing stuff that needed to be changed. People have been asking for a lot of these changes. My personal thoughts on current WoW at the moment. World of Warcraft is probably my favorite game, if not one of the top 3 of my favorite games of all time. I spend a lot of time playing it, whether that be PvP. I do some PvE stuff. I raid sometimes. I'm Mythic Plus. I'm mainly a PvPer. It's something I always kind of go back to. While I think that the game needs more changes as far as balancing and some extra flavor added to the game, I think that the game overall plays very well. The meta for PvP is very fast, but for somebody from my kind of background, I enjoy fast-paced gameplay. That's a big plus for me. It's a big one-up. I love PvP in this game. It could obviously use some help. Raids, Sanctum of Domination is boring to me. Raid being centered around Torghast, or the aesthetic of Torghast just does not appeal to me personally. I think that they need to have more interesting raids. I also think that one raid per patch isn't cutting it. I don't know if you guys remember, but they used to release a few raids, at least for the first tier, to kind of give some flavor. I think the game really needs that back in. I think we need more than one raid, one big raid. The content's great. Obviously, the raid is well fleshed out. I think there just needs to be more. There needs to be more variety of raids. Mythic Plus is Mythic Plus. I think it's just an all-around great system. It works. Makes dungeon content last forever. It's roguelike in a way where you can just keep grinding and getting farther and farther and higher in keys, making the game harder and harder. The rewards get better. I think the system is great. They could maybe release extra dungeons during the expansions, and that would give people more variety, and you get to try new things. I overall feel like Tazavesh was a letdown, and the only reason I say that is because participation is super low. Like, no one even does the dungeon. I never see people running the dungeon. It was really hard to actually get into groups to try to do the dungeon. I think overall, a mega dungeon is kind of a failure because it's not added to the Mythic Plus rotation. They need to just put in new dungeons. They used to do that back in the day. they would add new dungeons for patches. So let's talk about Classic for a minute, just to kind of switch over, because it is something I'm playing and I'm looking forward to Season of Mastery. It seems that Blizzard is officially supporting the hardcore community. There is a NPC located in main cities that actually acknowledge your character if they do not die. They actually place some kind of special buff on you. It doesn't do any stat, like there's no stat upgrades or anything. It's just to show that your character has not died. It's kind of interesting. I'm glad they're showing support to the hardcore community. Those guys are really, really working hard. It's something I participate in, and I also plan on participating in the Road to Ragnaros. I think the Road to Ragnaros is going to be an amazing event. I think this is huge for Classic. This is a way to make the game fresh again. Everybody's starting fresh characters. That's always a good thing, like a fresh server restart. Now what they do after all the content has been laid out, that's what everyone's curious about. I even get questions about that. The hardcore community is getting some support officially from Blizzard. This is a way to make the game fresh. So not only are we getting faster content, higher XP, we are getting official support from Blizzard for the hardcore community, and we'll see that more in game soon. While I think current WoW has a lot of drama and controversy surrounding the game, I think that World of Warcraft can make a comeback. As far as Classic goes, Classic community is in a good spot. People are really liking TBC. People are really enjoying the Season of Mastery beta. People are really hyped for the Race to Ragnaros. I think Classic, all in all, is in a great spot, and people really have a soft spot for that version of the game, and they love it. I myself have come to love that version of the game more as I've given it more chances. I just wanted to jump on and throw some stuff out there that's on my brain. Just let me know what you guys think about the game in the comment section below. Make sure to like and subscribe, share the videos, man. You guys have shown me a lot of love lately, and I appreciate it so much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.